In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most beneficent, may the peace and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be on all of us. Assalamu alaikum students. Today I will start a new unit number 7, classification of matter. First of all, let me tell you that in your previous chapter you learned about the matter. So first we will discuss about the classification. What is classification? The process of keeping things into groups and subgroups on the basis of their similarities and differences is called classification. Classification is very necessary because it helps us to get things organized so that we can find or recognize them easily. So classification based on their use, color, size, shape, hardness, texture, solubility and properties, etc. Now we will discuss about the matter. As you know about the matter, anything that has mass or takes up space is called matter. For example, everything, because everything has mass or takes up space, right? Now, classification of matter. Matter are divided into two major groups, pure substances and the mixture. Pure substances are divided into two groups, elements and compounds, and mixture is further divided into two groups, homogeneous mixture and the heterogeneous mixture. One by one I will discuss here. Before starting the topic, I will tell you about atom and molecule so that you can understand elements and compound easily. What is atom? An atom is defined as the smallest particle of an element that shows all the properties of that element. Now see the diagram of an atom. There are three fundamental particles, proton, neutron and electron. Proton and neutron exist in the nucleus. What is nucleus? Nucleus is the central part of an atom. And the third one is electron. Electron is revolved in the orbit or shell. What is orbit or shell? The space where electron is revolved. Have you got it? Now, molecules. What is molecules? When two or more than two atoms are joined together, they form molecule. Now, this is the example of molecule. When two atoms of hydrogen is combined with one atom of oxygen, one molecule of water is formed. So, water is an example of molecule. Now, we will learn about the element. What is element? A pure substance that is made up of only a single type of atom. Or you can say element is a pure substance which is made up of one kind of atom. For example, gold, iron, aluminium, oxygen. Right? So this is the pure substances. Now we will discuss about the compound. What is compound? A compound is a pure substance made up of two or more elements that are chemically combined in a fixed ratio by mass. For example, carbon dioxide, hydrogen peroxide. Now see the formula of carbon dioxide. It shows the one atom of carbon and two atom of oxygen. When one atom of carbon is combined with two atom of oxygen, the carbon dioxide is formed. So it means that it has fixed ratio, same as hydrogen peroxide. Have you got it? So there is a fixed ratio by mass. And water, sugar, washing soda, marble, glucose, wax, they all are the example of compound. Now we will discuss about the mixture. A mixture is an impure substance made up of two or more elements or compounds which are mixed in any ratio. For example, Mixture of milk and water. You can add any quantity of water to the milk. This is the mixture of milk and water. And ice cream is also example of a mixture. Ice cream is a mixture of milk and sugar. So a mixture is an impure substances made up of two or more element or compounds which are mixed in any ratio. For example, air, gunpowder, fruit juices, they all are the examples of mixture. Now we will learn about the sedimentation and decantation. First we will discuss about the sedimentation. By the help of activity you can understand easily. Now see the diagram. There are two beakers. The first beaker shows the muddy water. So allow the muddy water to stand for half an hour so that the sand settles at the bottom of the beaker, and this settling of sand is called sedimentation. Right? And now hold the beaker in one hand and let it water trickle into another empty beaker without disturbing the settled sand. Continue sediment process till most of the clear water is poured out in the other beaker. This process of gently separating clean liquid from sand is called decantation. This process is known as decantation. Right? Now we will discuss about the filtration. The process of separating an insoluble solid from a liquid by passing through a porous material such as filter paper is called filtration. See the diagram. There is a beaker, conical flask, and the filter paper, and pour the insoluble water. Now clear water in the flask. So filtrate is the clear liquid that passes through the filter paper and collected in a container during filtration. And what is residue? Residue is the insoluble solid material that is left over the filter paper after filtration. Have you got it? Now this process is known as filtration. Now we will discuss about the evaporation, the process of converting a liquid into its vapor by heating is called evaporation. Evaporation is used to obtain table salt from seawater. During the process, the seawater is collected in shallow ponds and allowed to evaporate in the sun, and the salt is left behind. Have you got it? Now there is home task for you. Short questions. Question number 1. On what basis are the various substances classified? Question number 3. How can you differentiate a mixture from a compound? Now long questions. Question number 2. Define the following element, compound, mixture, atom and molecule. Give at least 5 examples of each. Question number 4. Explain with the help of an activity the process of sedimentation and decantation. Question number 5. Define and explain the process of filtration. What is the difference between residue and sediment? Now draw the diagram, figure 7.3, page number 107. Question number 6. Define evaporation. How is this method used to obtain table salt? Activity on page number 105, mixture and compound. This activity must be done in activity file. This is enough for today. We will learn something new in our next class, inshallah. Take care. Allah Hafiz.